Now, moving on to episode 5, the group challenge. Dun dun dun. Okay, so this challenge wasn't as hard as the swimsuit challenge. I would say the only thing that was difficult is, when it comes to a group challenge, you kind of have to like mesh your aesthetics with other people's aesthetic. And I feel like a lot of my, team members, some of us have similar aesthetics, but overall, everybody was very diverse. I feel like aesthetically wise, I can relate the most to Rick and Roberi. And I feel like that's why Roberi and I ended up creating an outfit together. But what I really did was I created a jacket and I was like, hey, we'll put the jacket over whatever it looks best. And we thought it looked best over his look. Now I created 2 jackets. So my first jacket was a what's it called? It was a dolman sleeve jacket, which is like very voluminous. It's like a kind of style that I love to do, and I create a lot of jackets and sweaters in this style. So I was like, hey, why not show this now? But then when Tim came around to critique us, he was like, well, it seems like your jacket has a lot of volume. It's nice, but it has a lot of volume, and like everything else was really straight and clean cut. So it's like, okay, like, it's a team challenge. I have to be a team player. I'm not going to like sit here and harp on being, using this jacket that clearly wasn't going. I was just like, scrap it, and I'm going to create a whole new jacket. So again, I created a whole new jacket in like, I think 4 hours. And then when I was done with my jacket, I actually made the pants that Manjing's model was wearing. I made the pants and Roberi patterned them. They didn't show this in the show, but I made those pants and I made 2 jackets. So it was a lot of work, but I'm obviously upset that we didn't win, because I was like really confident that we were gonna win. But in the end, it's a competition. Someone has to win. Someone has to go home. Unfortunately, this time my team didn't win, but I learned a lot from this one challenge. I mean, like, honestly, like, I love Alex. Shout out to Alex. That's why I was bawling my eyes off on the runway, because like Alex was literally sacrificing himself for our team, and like I wasn't gonna go and throw him under the bus, like, because I didn't feel like he failed our team like other people were trying to make it seem like. No, like, I think he did great and he did amazing, and we just ended up being in the bottom. That's just what happened. But overall, I think he was a great team leader, and honestly, I would work with Alex again in the future. We actually talked about this, so it's like I loved working with him, and I learned so much from him. I learned a lot from Rick and Roberi. The 3 of them are very experienced, and it was really cool to be in a group challenge with them, just because they're very knowledgeable, and like I just felt like their creativity and like their work ethic was really inspiring, and I learned a lot from it. Even though we didn't win, I still came out of it with a lot of knowledge. And honestly, I feel like some people in our team were trying to victimize themselves, and like I think we were all very nice to everyone in our team. I think we all worked really well, and everyone in my team thought that we were all being welcoming and working well. But I really enjoyed the group challenge. It was obviously stressful, and like I totally agree with the judges in the fact that we did need more color, but like we tried to incorporate color at mood, but we were also frantic, and we had such a small amount in our budget that we like, I suggested we use blue, and like Roberi suggested we use this like pink organza fabric. Well, I wanted to get the blue, but it was just like, okay, it's a team challenge. So if my team is picking all these other fabrics, then that's what we're gonna go with, And in the end, I feel like we did a really good job, and we worked well together. And so I thought. Although we didn't win, I loved my jacket. I love both of the jackets that I made. Another thing I wanted to address is, obviously if you're watching this video, you're a fan of mine, so shout out, thanks for watching my videos. But there are some people on the internet that are sending me like a lot of hate and saying that, I don't even know, because I don't pay attention to the hate, but I know it's because of my critiques of other designers, looks. And like, the only thing I have to say is that I'm being honest. I'm an honest person. I'm blunt. During interviews, I got asked questions and I answered honestly. And if that offends people, I'm sorry, but my intention is not to offend. I'm just giving my opinion. And honestly, everyone has an opinion, and if you don't like mine, deal with it. That's just how I think about it, because it's like, well, it's my opinion. So, it's my opinion. I'm gonna say it. And that sounds like really bitchy, but like, I'm just keeping it real. Like, I'm just being real. If someone doesn't like it, then that's your problem. That's really not my problem. I'm still gonna be me, regardless. So, it is what it is. Or you subscribe to my channel, like my Facebook page, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Natalia J Mag, and follow me on Snapchat, Style by Natalia, with an H, like my blog. Make sure you check out my blog if you haven't. Links will be below. Yeah, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for next week's vlog. And make sure you watch Project Runway this week, Thursday at 9 p.m. to see me.